Now, security chiefs in Kisumu are giving an assurance that they will maintain peace and security in the region during the nomination period. Let's listen in to what they had to say.
Issues we have handled, issues of hate speech and incitement. Those ones we are very ready to enforce the relevant laws. And we have also been supported by the National Cohesion and Integration Commission. They have recruited monitors in all the counties, including in this region, in order to monitor this issue of hate speech, incitement, and so on. We will be assisting them. Once they engage anybody who is culpable, we are there now to ensure that they are arrested and arraigned in a court. The issue of use of gangs, goons, hooligans to disrupt the nominations or to disrupt the campaigns will also be dealt with very, very firmly. All these criminal gangs were proscribed by the Cabinet Secretary Duang and set a notice. And we are on the lookout to ensure that those proscribed gangs do not operate during this electioneering period.
Right, and even as the nominations begin tomorrow, police have told those applying for clearance certificate, popularly known as Certificate of Good Conduct, that they will get them. However, the document will bear one's criminal record or nil. Police say there has been an increase of applications, especially from aspirants aspiring for various political seats ahead of the August 8th elections. All applicants will be issued with the document, irrespective of whether they are convicted, acquitted, dismissed, discharged, or have cases pending in court. However, the certificate will demonstrate the status of the applicant by indicating specific criminal records established or nil established, as shown by samples taken. The document is a requirement for some political parties before one's name is sent to the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission for clearance. All right, and right now we want to speak to political analyst and lawyer Dunstan Omari to just shed more light on the relevance of this clearance. And Dunstan joins us from our City Center studios. And a good afternoon to you. Many thanks for joining us this afternoon. Let's just first ask this critical question. Is it really relevant then to have this good conduct certificate if every one of the aspirants is going to get them anyway?
Well, Ondera Kisa, thanks very much for viewers of KTN News. The first issue is that the law requires that Chapter 6 of the Constitution, people prove that they don't have integrity issues, but that became an academic exercise when the court's 5-bench judges declared that it does not matter whether somebody is facing any criminal charges or whether he has been convicted. The question about who is to be elected rests solely on the electorate. So I find it is a waste of time because nobody can be barred whether he was convicted or not convicted. And also, whether you are convicted, you have already served the punishment. Therefore, there is a principle in law called double jeopardy. You cannot be convicted and again be barred from contesting an election. So to me, it is an academic exercise.
And Dunstan, is there any record really that can bar, any aspirant from contesting? Is there any record that the IBC can use to bar any aspirant, therefore?
Yes, if there are records of an electoral offense under the Elections Act, if you have been found, for example, bribery against giving voters money, if you have been involved in witchcraft in an election party, if you have been involved in any electoral offense committed under the Elections Act, then you will be stopped from contesting. You remember what happened to Muskari Kombo in Webuye when he was found that he had been involved in an electoral offense. He was barred from contesting. Therefore, those are the only offenses that can stop anybody from being in the ballot.
All right, and Dunstan, even as the various parties get into their primaries, what are the unique headaches, particularly for ODM and the Jubilee Party as they endeavor to start this exercise? What are the specific headaches for them?
The biggest headache is one, they do not have any members. Up to date, we have not seen a register being published that they are the members of ODM. We know very well that all the political parties went to M-Pesa shops and collected names and ID numbers of people and purported them to be members. Number two, what is the logistical arrangement in place to do a national election? Remember, ODM is and Jubilee are parties that are almost all over the country. The logistical involvement is one thing. Number three, the financial implication that do these parties have that financial war chest to do a credible election. Number four, ODM has merged polling stations with a view that there are polling stations that they have said they will not go under the principle of the IBC registered and gazetted polling stations. So they are going to merge polling stations. Are they likely to have this? Lastly, the violence that we have seen in very many of the ODM nominations. Already one person is confirmed dead in Busia during Sospito Jamong governor versus Otoma's contest. Are we likely to see quite a lot of violence? The police have said that they will rein in on violence. We have seen that party nominations, normally security apparatus do not want to be involved in it because the members of those parties want to say that this is our internal mechanism. Are we now likely to see in an organized police force that will deal with crime as defined by the law, or we are going to see security apparatus that are going to be partisan, my sister?
All right. Many thanks, Dunstan Omari, their political analyst and lawyer, just giving us, a perspective into this issue regarding getting a certificate of good conduct